Uh-oh. Well, it says I'm live. Am I live? Uh-oh. That's not good. That is not good at all. Oh, wait, Bernie. That's not good at all if it says that's going on. Oh, snap. What the hell? What's going on? My connection is good. I don't know. I guess I'm live. Oh, good. Well, that's working on this end. All right. I guess it's just being weird there. Anyway, um, hey YouTube. It's Friday morning. This is another edition, or the only edition of Extremely Boring Friday Morning. Whatever. What did I even name this damn thing? I don't even know. Extremely Boring Friday Morning Stream. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. An extremely boring Friday morning stream. That's what it is. That's what it always will be. Anyway, yeah. So last night I had a bit to drink. Bit too much to drink. Well, not too much because I'm not throwing up yet. But I just, I got tipsy. Anyway, last night I was on the floor listening to music because, I like listening to music when I'm drinking. That's one of the reasons I drank is because music sounds better. Anyway, if I had legal weed, I'd probably do that. But whatever, who knows? Anyway, so I literally have no recollection of getting up off the floor. I was listening to an album, and I have no recollection of getting off the floor because I was listening like halfway through the album, and I have no recollection of getting off the floor and going to bed because I have my bedroom where I sleep downstairs. Anyway, so I have a lot of Mickey stuff. So I don't know how I made it down there without falling over my ass or waking up the whole house. I don't know what happened, but somehow I made it home to my bed. And yeah, I don't remember any of it. I just remember listening to music and then maybe I passed out. I don't know. Oh, heartburn going on. I do not know. But yeah, one thing I'm probably not going to do again in a while is buy one of these Miller High Life. Now, Miller High Life is not terrible, right? I mean, it tastes like kind of like skunk ass, right? But it's tolerable. It's drinkable. It's a champagne of beers. It's not bad. It's a decent go-to beer when you want something kind of refreshing and a beer. But to drink 32 whole ounces of this, it's tedious as hell. That's why I never really became one of those 40-ounce guys because it's like this is so much liquid to consume. And there used to be just like 5% or something or 4% something for 40 ounce. And I'm like, you know how much alcohol you have to consume to get like drunk off that? That's a lot, man. Fuck, that's a lot of liquid. And I don't want to be chugging something. I want to be like slowly drinking it, enjoying it over a couple hours. And yeah, you can't do that. Because by the time if you take an hour or more to drink all of this, slowly sipping while you're watching something, like I was watching Drunken Peasants last night, right? You can't do that. You know, by the time you drink most of this, you've already processed the first beer, so you're already, you don't have the 3 beers worth of or whatever this is worth of alcohol, and you have like 2 beers because the first one's already been processed. So you're sobering up as you're drinking. Well, you're not sobering up, but you're not getting much drunker because your body is processing it because right as you're drinking it. So it's kind of a counterproductive kind of thing. The more you drink, the more your body processes, unless you're really chugging it quickly, right, to get it all down at once. Okay. Anyway, I guess it's just like opening multiple beers and drinking them, but still, I don't know. Who wants 3 Miller High Lifes in a row? Ugh. Anyway, So then I had some when I was sleeping. I think I woke up at some point. I don't know what time it was, but I went to take a crap or a piss or something. I drank a little water then. And then I went back to bed. I didn't feel that sick then. I think I was still a little, Anyway, then I had some god awful. I told you this would be boring, didn't I? No, to nobody who's watching this. Anyway. So then I went downstairs. No, I went back to bed, and I had just an awful nightmare, man. This was one of the mares from the Nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Mares. I forget. It was like I was living in an apartment or something with my brother. I don't know. And I was like driving my parents or a friend's car or something, and I ended up like crashing their car or denting it or totaling it or something because I was drunk driving. I was swerving and shit, and maybe the police stopped me. I don't know. I think I got a ticket or something. Or maybe I passed out because I passed out without realizing what, or I didn't recollect me going to bed. So maybe that influenced my dream. I didn't recollect driving or what happened. I remember waking up and getting a ticket and then remembering. Anyway, this was just part of a dream. I was home the whole night. Anyway, so like I was freaking out half of this like dream. Like, oh my God, they're going to find out the ticket. And so I tried to hide it. And then I went in the woods. And then I guess it was some family event. And I had to like tell people, yeah, you know what? And I guess my job got involved. Like they'd fire me or something. Or I don't know. It involved a bunch of random stuff. And me being paranoid and freaking out. Yeah, I crashed the car. It was a pretty awful dream. Freaked the shit out of me. Anyway, don't drink and drive, kids. Don't drink and drive. Yeah. People are like, well, back in the day, I remember I was driving my girlfriend and we were going wild. And all them boomers telling their stories and shit. I don't know. Like, you listen to your grandparents, it's not that big of a deal. Back in my day, we used to ride around on our motorcycles and fuck bitches and drink and smoke and I don't know. I'm going on a thingy here. Anyway. So, yeah, it's Friday morning. I was going to go to some yard sales of the yard, but there were no good ones in my area. I live in an area where it's mostly bedroom communities and developments, and mixed in between there is country farms and old houses and stone houses and things like that. Anyway, old part of the country. Anyway, most of the yard sales where I am are like near New York City, in like Bergen County. Like literally, if I lived in Bergen County, there'd be like every weekend there'd be tons of people selling stuff, giving away stuff free on Craigslist, great stuff. But I don't want to drive an hour to go to or more or whatever to go to Bergen County. Okay, I don't want to drive. Where I am, you have to have like town-wide yard sales. You have these crappy developments. You have to look there for stuff. It's usually, oh, my son got rid of his first act guitar and amp, his Gorilla amp or his Crate amp, little practice amp, and his shitty first act or Fender guitar. And I'm like, oh, that's all I'm looking at. I get. And there are wealthier areas, but still, it's tough, man. And when you get estate sales out here, estate sales by Peter. Who the fuck is Peter? I keep saying every estate sale by this person. When you list a estate sale by a company, you know to stay the fuck away because they want top dollar for that shit. They look all that shit, but we want this for it. Man, fuck you. And they always list the fancy stuff. Like, I want to see a house full of junk. And half of these estate sales, here's the dining room set in a nice empty room. Here's the hutch. Here's the family room, the chairs, the couch. I don't want to see a couch. I don't want to see a dining room table set. I don't have a big house to fill with shit. I want to look for junk. Records, tools, vintage stuff, maybe clothing, who knows? Whatever. Cool stuff. Musical equipment. I don't want to see, here's a nice mirror. Fancy mirror. Okay, here's a nice dining room table and chairs, right? Here's a nice couch. Here's a nice refrigerator. Great. show me these big appliances. It's almost like a big empty house. I want to see the junk. Where's the basement? Where's the garage? Where's the attic? That's what I want to see. Where's the stuff your kids had? That's what I want to see when I go to an estate sale. I don't want to see just, you go to some of these estate sales and there's big open things and it's like empty. And it's like, here's the dining room. Okay. This dining room from the 80s is for sale. The mirror is for sale. The kitchen. Yeah, we got a couple dishes and bowls, not much. It's like, where's all the stuff? Oh, they clear. Like, why are you having an estate sale? Half of these estate sales, I feel like it's just like, yeah, we don't feel like carrying out all the heavy furniture, so we're just going to try to sell the furniture for God. Like, you want $300 for that dining room table set? I can find dining room table sets for cheap at thrift shops. You know, I can find them in the trash. You know how many times I've seen dining room sets and furniture on the side of the road, bulk pickup days? Yeah, I don't need a big, obnoxious dining room table set for $300. Yeah, God. Furniture is pretty worthless these days unless it's really old or really ornate. You know, if you got some really fancy carved set from like 1860 or something, some Victorian thing, maybe. But if you got some crappy 70s dining room set, it ain't worth shit. But that's just me. That's just fucking me. Man. And then I went to a estate sale, and they had a ton of records. And they said, oh, we have tons of blues records or jazz records. And I said, okay, I'm not. I mean, I like jazz, not as much as rock. Well, actually, they're both equally good. And you know, when I get there 2 minutes early. And what pisses me off with these sales is that I have to be a complete asshole just to even get anything good. I don't want to, you know, these people show up a half an hour early. They knock on the door. They wait in their car. They push people away. You know, it's really awful. I've heard of people at sales blocking people off. Oh, she brings her big ass boyfriend to block the aisle while she goes through all the good stuff. It's like, fuck you. Anyway, I get there 2 minutes early and there's already a ton of people. And I'm like, oh no, I think I might have even got it at one of these sales. I got to at like 8:45 and it was supposed to start at 9. And there's already people there. And I'm like, you said you were starting at 9. Like, I don't want to be a dick and get there an hour early. This isn't standing in line at a church sale. This is somebody's private house. Anyway, so I get there 2 minutes early, and there's still a ton of people. I go in the basement. All these guys look like they're middle-aged. Look like some guy in his 40s with short hair. You know, the kind of guys. Look like they're record dealers or something. Going through, and they're like, man, I thought these were going to be old original. Nah, because some of them are reprints from the 70s, like Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie and you know, who's the other one? I see trees are green. Louis Armstrong and some of the other. Who are the other ones? Who's the guy on the bass? Mayo? I don't know. Who's the guy in the bass guitar? Hold on. Famous bass jazz guitar. Victor Wooten? No. Who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of? George Harrison? That's not jazz guitar. Miles Davis? John Coltrane? Yeah, some of that. Who am I thinking of? Charles Mingus. I'm thinking of Charles Mingus. That's who I'm thinking of. Charles Mingus. Anyway, and so I was at the sales. They're in the garage. Like everything else, like I said, the house was pretty empty, and it was just a dining room set, which I wanted $3,000 for. You're like, this is a mid-century dining set. Great, it looked kind of nice. We want $3,000 for it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so I'm in the garage. There's a bunch of people picking already. I go over to the Rock. There's a huge wall of like jazz records. And guess what? They want, guess how much they want. Nobody's watching, like one person. Guess how much they wanted for jazz records? $10. Now, these are used. They're not in perfect shape. Some of them are a little beat up. They want $10 a jazz record. $10. And the guy even said some of them are reprints from the 70s. So it's like, even if they're originals, maybe if it's a really rare printing of someone from the 50s or something, from a John Coltrane or something. I don't know. But really, $10? The Rock records were $3, which was more reasonable, although some of them were in pretty bad shape. But $10? Like, I'm not picking through that shit. I don't care how rare they are. You can't make a profit. If it's $10, I'm not there to resell. I'm there to collect. And even if I was there to resell, $10? You're out of your mind. That's taking their vinyl movement, the hipster vinyl resurgence, and that's taking it to a new level, man. Fucking hell. Anyway. So yeah. The other day, I was at a sale, and I got a bunch of military stuff, which I'll show. Some old money, some old letters from like World War I and II. I got an old flag. I'll talk about that another time. But at the sale, they had a big thing of records. And there were some great records in here. Some bad, like Frank Sinatra and crap. There's some good ones. There was some Black Sabbath, Paranoid, good album. There's a lot of Nazareth. I'm saying that wrong. Nazareth. Yeah, Nazareth band. They were like a hard rock band. They had a ton of Nazareths in the mid-'70s. Not their first album, not the good ones, but the weird '70s ones. And a ton of them. They had another Black Sabbath. I think they had a Rolling Stones. They had Led Zeppelin album, some classic stuff, right? Nothing really super rare or weird, just classic stuff. Like that, a Hooked on Bach record. Anyway, Switched on Bach, that's what it is. The one that features the Moog for one of the first times. Anyway, I wanted to pick through the records and take like 5 of them. Said, okay, if they're $1 or $2 each, I'll go for it. He says, sorry, we're only selling them all as a group, $80. Now, there are probably like 80 records, maybe 100. I mean, it's like a tub, I guess, full of records. So maybe like 50 or 100. I don't know. So anyway, it's not a bad deal. It's probably like $1 a record, maybe a little less than $1. But still, he's like, oh, you have to buy the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't want to, I didn't say this, but I don't want to buy the whole thing. I don't, because half of them are like Frank Sinatra, The Sound of Music. I don't want that. I only want like a couple. I don't have $80. I don't want to spend $80. I want to spend like $5, $10. Nope, we won't separate them. Because all I want are a couple albums. I don't even want all the Nazareth albums because they're kind of cheesy. I just want like one of them maybe. Nope. It won't let you do it. I want all of them for 80. Nope, sell them all as a group. And it's like, man, just split them up, dude. And they were pretty stingy at this sale. They pretty like, nope, I want this much for it. That's how much it's worth. I want that. They weren't giving anything away for cheap. Oh, I have no clue what that's worth. How about $2? Not that kind of sale. They knew what they had. They knew what they wanted. But not bad. She gave me a decent deal. I mean, I got a bunch of stuff for like $35. Not bad. If I was reselling, maybe I'd make some profit. But I just got it because I thought it was cool. Most of the things I got. I didn't exactly. Maybe I should have asked at the end. Yeah, can I have a couple records for like $1? Can you split them up possibly? I mean, maybe somebody bought it. I don't know. I don't want 80 records where half of them I don't want for $80. It's not worth it. Anyway, yeah. So I've been watching this. I got this at a yard sale or something. Or it might have been one of the DVDs I got for free. Anyway, Last Detective. It's a British show. It's a detective show. And every single detective show has to have, well, you can't see it now. I want the audience to be able to see it for some reason. Every single detective show you have has to have some sort of gimmick. Why? Just because it needs to have a gimmick, right? You can't just have a regular detective solving crimes in an urban area. They have to either be in a rural area, like you have Midsummer Murders, which is getting crazy at this point. My parents like it. It's just, damn. It's just they're in a small-ass country village in Britain, UK, and United Kingdom, London, England, whatever, not London. And just a bunch of crazy shit happens, sometimes almost like mythological crazy shit. Like, that's been in our family for like 400 years, and we're fighting over it or some nonsense. Anyway. And then there's some shows when a lot of these shows these days, the detectives aren't even detectives. Oh, I'm a painter who happens to be interested in detective work. Oh, I'm a writer who happens to be interested in detective work. Oh, I just have a really smart brain. I'm not a detective. Half of these are not. I'm a doctor. I have nothing to do with the police, but I'm a detective anyway. I solve crimes just for the fun of it. Like half of it are that. Like they're not detectives. They just do it anyway because, yeah, it's the gimmick, right? You can't just be a detective. In this case, his gimmick is that he's like a Rodney Dangerfield character. I can't get no respect, I tell ya. I go out with my kids trick-or-treating. They say, hey, nice costume. I say, I'm not wearing anything. Yeah. I said that wrong. Hey, Rodney Dangerfield said, hey, I go out trick-or-treating with my kids. They say, hey, nice costume. You look really scary. You look hideous. I say, I'm not wearing anything. This is just how I look. Anyway, his shtick is that he's always he can't get any respect. He's always made fun of. His coworkers hate him and make fun of him. His wife, they got a divorce and have a rocky relationship because they have a dog he takes care of and blah blah blah. And it's sort of a rocky situation. I don't think he has kids. And he's got some weird friend who's into reading and other crap. And the thing that confuses me about this series is he's consistently solving these crimes. Somebody was murdered, somebody was robbed. He consistently, at the end of the episode, they're long episodes, like an hour plus, which I like. He consistently solves the crime. Yet, for some reason, his coworkers still shit on him and make fun of him all the time. Like, he's doing a really good job. He's solving the crimes. He's solving the cases that I don't think they are. So why are they such dicks to him? Like, it doesn't make any sense. He's a good detective. I don't know. The whole point makes no sense. He's a good detective. Why are they all shitting on him? Yeah, he's a middle-aged guy. He's kind of he's not some asshole. He's kind of a, not quiet, but you know what I mean. Like a gets pushed around a lot, right? He doesn't have a backbone, Anyway, but it's kind of funny because it's like they all shit on him all the time, make jokes on him. And the younger guys like make jokes and stuff. And it's like, why? Why are they such assholes? Like, he does a good job. Like, if he was failing cases all the time, maybe, but he's not. I don't know. But still, good series. You should check it out. Yeah. When it rains, it pours all over my head tonight. When it rains, it pours all over my head tonight. Yeah, I got a little bongo. When it rains, it pours all over my head tonight. When it rains, it pours all over my head tonight. Yeah. I don't know. I got bored. I felt like doing a music thing. Ugh. I'm going to close this window because I am surprisingly getting chilly. Chili and beans, chili and beans. Chili and beans, chili and beans, the greatest thing I ever seen. Oh, chili and beans, chili and beans. As you can tell, my hair is a mess right now, because it is. Man, how the fuck does Paul's ego get all these fucking commenters? He can literally stream and have like fucking 1,000 people like, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. He didn't even need to notify anyone. I don't fucking know. He just fucking, people come and they watch and it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh ho ho. Then it's coming and they, uh-oh, that's not good. And they talk bullshit and I don't know, they just do it somehow. And it's interesting to me that they do this. I want people to comment and say stupid, hey, what's up? What's up? What's happening, baby? Good morning to you. Man, I surprisingly don't feel like shit now, but I feel like it's like that delayed hangover. Like I had that once. Like I had that a couple times recently where, I wake up and I don't feel that bad. And then like noon rolls around and I fucking feel like somebody threw a brick at my face. And I just have to lie down. I'm like, oh, Jesus, Hillary Clinton, Christ. I feel like shit. And it happens to me all the time now. It's like, so I feel like I'm just going to, in a couple hours, be like, oh, my stomach's going to start aching. I will. My dream is to be the greatest transsexual drag queen male prostitute in the world. It's to take 15 dicks up my ass at once. And I know my mama gonna cry and my mama gonna go, son, how could you stick 15 dicks up your anus? You need the Bible. You need the Lord. You need the Lord. You don't need to be sticking them dicks up your ass. You need the good book right here. You need the good book right here. You don't need to be sticking the penis up your asshole. That's a sin, son. That's a sin. Oh, Lord and Lord and Lord and Lord. Whew. She doesn't act like that. But, yeah. I don't think my parents would be too happy if I was a male porn star or something, or drag, transsexual, escort, whatever the fuck I'm talking about. If I did something in the sex industry, I don't think they'd be too happy. If I was making good money, I think they'd learn to accept it and be like, well, that's his career, as long as he's making money. But, and I wasn't putting my health at risk, right? But, yeah. Here's a, well, I can't show you this. Maybe I can. Do you see this? Let me see. Loaded, beautiful home furnishings. Yeah. Estate sale by Peter. You have washing machines. That looks nice if I had a home and needed it. Pool table, big. I don't want to carry it. Dining room furniture looks nice, but I don't need a dining room furniture. More sofa and chairs. I don't need that shit. Some more lounge chairs I don't need. A refrigerator grade of more lounge chairs. More tools and what is a snowblower I don't need. A chair I don't need. More chairs. A big desk. A plow. That looks kind of nice. Cheap stuff, but nice. Right? A bed. This big obnoxious entertainment unit bookshelf thing. Exercise mat thing. A power washer or something. I mean, some of this is nice, but it's like this is big, bulky furniture for the most part. I don't want your couch. I don't want your big. These are kind of cool, but I don't want your couch. I don't want your big, bulky furniture. Why are you advertising beautiful home furnishings? I don't want this. Who wants a big ass table? Who wants a? You're going to charge a lot of money for this. You ain't charging $50 for this. You're going to be charging like, oh, we want $300 for this beautiful set. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, I shouldn't be yelling into the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is big, bulky crap. I don't want your ugly couches. I don't want your big chairs. I don't need a snowblower. Maybe if you were selling your your washing machines and dryer and your fridge for cheap, I'd go for it. But I doubt you're selling these nice things for cheap. Okay? I doubt you're selling them for cheap. Okay? If you have to post a bed like this, like, who wants this? You should be posting junk, collectibles, right? Let's be honest. People want to buy and resell things, okay? And guess what? Nobody can buy and resell this. It's big and you can't ship it. It's big, you can't ship it. 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 I mean, maybe they might be getting a discount. When something is used and you have no clue if it really works well or not, who wants to take the risk? Oh, this fridge was originally $3,000. We'll only give it to you for $800. Great. It's used. I don't know what its condition is really. I don't want to pay $800. So they're probably charging crazy prices, but who knows? Anyway, Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I hate about those estate sales. It's just why you're posting the stuff that people want to. Let me stop. Let me tell you something. Estate sale people. Let me tell you something. Okay. If you were to have an estate sale and you were to charge high prices, if you were to sell them dirt cheap or next to nothing, that would be different. But if you want good value for that furniture and you're selling it at an estate sale, guess what? At the Sunday at 5 p.m., at the end of the estate sale, or Sunday afternoon, you know what's going to be left at the estate sale? The couch, the dining room table, the entertainment console bookshelf thingy, maybe the washer and dryer. You know why? Because they're the pool table, because they're big and bulky. No one wants to carry them. No one has room for them. No one can ship them to sell them. They're hard to sell because they're big and they're bulky. And you probably want a lot of money for them. If you wanted them for dirt cheap, you wouldn't be advertising them as the main pictures of your estate sale. You obviously think these are high quality furnishings, so we want good money for them. But they're big and they're bulky, and you're probably not going to sell them easily. Maybe there's some people who are looking to furnish their home and they're snobs and they don't feel like going to Goodwill. And Goodwill's kind of overpriced, but they don't feel like going to a thrift shop or a church sale or a whatever kind of place. They don't feel like doing that, or Craigslist, right? They feel like getting nice furnishings for a discount, maybe a little discount, but I think most people are going to avoid that because they don't want that. You need to be showing the junk. Here's a garage full of old tools and junk. Right? Here's a basement full of old junk. That's what people want. Small things, junk. That's what they want to go through. Okay? To find vintage stuff, to find collectible stuff. Okay? They don't want to carry your crappy couch set. So I don't know why you post that, because that's the least likely stuff to sell, especially at the prices you want. Because if you were selling it for like cheap as hell just to get rid of it, you wouldn't be posting it as the main thing on your picture. So here's another. Well, you can't see it, but here's another sale. They got a bed frame. Ooh, another pool. This is a hockey. What's air hockey table? It's big. It's bulky. Oh, got some dishes. All right. Oh, they got a dresser, an ugly dresser. Great. Nobody wants, or a nightstand. Oh, they got some random painting or a print. All right. Oh, they got a bed. Great. Bed headboard. Ugh, looks ugly. Oh, they got a quilt, a little quilted, a window curtain. Ugh, looks ugly with tractors on it. Looks like a baby thing. Ooh, they got a little frame of a little plane thing. What the hell? This looks all like trash. Why are you advertising this? It's trash. Who wants this? Look at this. 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 It's a plane. Wow, it's a fucking plane. Can you believe it, Ma? It's a framed thing of a plane. Look at that. Ooh, it's some cheap shelf fire truck thing you'd get at like Home Goods. Ooh, it's a bulldozer. Wow. This must be worth a lot of money. It's a bulldozer. Wow. Ooh. Oh, it's a truck. Look at the lady. Look at the lady posting this. Like, I'm going to post my truck. Get out of here. Get out of here. Look, it's not good. Who wants to carry that? Don't you have anything decent? I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. You know, I don't know what these people are thinking, because it's not good stuff. It's junk, junka. That I can't fit in my trunka. Yeah. So I don't know. So I don't know what to do now. Oh, I guess I could show off these thingies. How long have I been streaming? 35 minutes. Well, I'll show you these, I guess. This is from I don't know how much. When is this from? 1978, Marvel Comic Group. This is The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin. Amazing Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin. Yes. Versus the Green Goblin. Okay. Nice looking. I don't know, I'm probably making it worse. No, I'm not making it good. Yeah, you can probably do that if you want to. Green Goblin. No, you can't. It's not possible. You can't be the Green Goblin. You're right, Webhead. He isn't the Goblin. I am. There's two of them. This is it. The climax of the most sensational Spidey saga of all. Who's the real Green Goblin? Who is it? Here's another one. This is from 1985. It's The Amazing Spider-Man. Mayhem is a man called Manslaughter. It's his name. It's Manslaughter. Ooh, Manslaughter. Yes, Manslaughter. Ooh, yeah. And there's Spider-Man, or what's the blue guy name? Venom or something on the ground, dead? I don't know. It's kind of cool. Last, but not least, on the epic adventure of a sensational web slinger. From 1978, it's The Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel's TV sensation. Spider-Man versus Captain America? I don't get it. Why is Captain America after me? Captain America says, I told you to get out of here, Spider-Man. Do I have to smash you to stop you? And lurking in the shadows is Electro. Electro. Yes. And on the back here is a surprisingly modern Lego advertisement. It looks very modern. It's Lego, but it's like a car with a crankshaft in there. It looks pretty cool. At least to me, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. These are my Spider-Man comics. Spider-Man. Where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows who you are. Yeah. Spider-Man. Where are you coming from, Spider-Man? Nobody knows how big is your dick. Yeah. Spider-Man. Anyway, I should go because I have nothing to say. And this is boring. But I told you it'd be boring. You know, when I say in the title of a video, when I say, okay, this is gonna be boring. Okay, you better believe me. When I say, hey, I'm going to be making a boring ass, extremely boring Friday morning stream, you got to be, okay, this is going to be boring as shit. You just have to remember that. And if you don't remember that, something wrong with you. Because it's boring. I told you it'd be boring. So you better believe me, this is going to be boring now. I ain't here to entertain your asses. I'm just here to be boring and waste time. I could be reinventing the wheel and make a fortune, but I'm wasting my time on YouTube. See ya.